Stadium in Tampa, Florida. This is the National Football League.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. That brings up third down.
And it's third.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Carson. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
That's good.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run it with Carson. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Wilson with the handoff to
and he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 62 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Leonard Fournette.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brady's pass intercepted.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And that is incomplete. Wilson took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. This is Carson. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Chris Carson, the Seahawk ball carrier. He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
On 3rd down, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
2-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
54, Mike. Check, block 54, block 54.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 27. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Blue down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. David Moore back deep and waiting for it. Fielded at the 20. And some strong running. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and in.
Here's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the print.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Brady, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion. Of tying us up. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him, and try and cover him before he gets going.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
Taken down back
as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw again on second down. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third and long, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Man open left side is Brown. Now a timeout. Buccaneers. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
21.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Bucs take over first and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield,
he's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run by the big man Fournette, 72 yards.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the point after.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the gun, Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Wilson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down. Carson, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That really sets them back, a loss of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Wilson's pass.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason. Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers. $24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You will too.
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Down by KJ.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Seahawks 35.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 14,
DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 33 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to Tyler Lockett.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This time Wilson will throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
At the 11-yard
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 10-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Is on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 10. Just under 2 minutes to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Brady.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Buccaneers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.